next step of our pre-writing process is to look at that list of ideas that you've just made of things that you really want. I'd encourage you to write a really long list, like at least 20 things on that list for your environment, your community, and the things that you're wanting. The next step in the pre-write process is to take that list and give it the self-others world test. Look at what it is that you want and ask yourself, is this something that I want for myself? Is this something that, if it happens, will be good for me? And is it something that, if it happens, will be good for others? And is it something that, if it happens, will be good for the world or the environment, the places that I'm in? Now, I'd argue that if it's only something that's good for yourself, you're probably going to have a hard time convincing other people. Like, if it doesn't help them at all, it's probably not the strongest thing to go with. And if it does only help you, maybe you need to build on that idea and strengthen that idea and see if in some way it could improve things for others. What I mean is, let's go for like just an absurd example. Let's say I want to write a letter to people just saying, give me a bunch of candy because I really, really like candy. Well, if I get the candy, the only person that really helps is me. Sure, you could kind of make the case that maybe the other people might feel good and that's good for them, but really that's just about me. I'd say if you're going to write a persuasive letter, you need to know for sure that the thing you want improves things for at least 2 of these 3, but it's the best and most powerful option when it helps all 3 things, yourself, the others, and the world. Go back through your list, and if there's something you want to write about it and only really helps you, or only really maybe even helps the world but makes things more difficult for yourself and others, or maybe serves others but not the places you're in or you, go back and rethink those ideas and try and think about them in a new way to see if you could build on that idea, make your idea stronger, build that muscle stronger, and see if there's a way you could look at it in a new way that would serve you, others, and the world. And it shouldn't only serve you, others, and the world now. Again, let's go back to the candy example. Let's say your idea is, let's give everybody in the world unlimited candy. Everybody will be really happy. Everybody on the planet will be happy, not just me, but everybody. And the world will be more peaceful. I don't really think this is the case, but let's imagine you tried to make that case. Well, that might be true immediately, like now. But a year from now, will that still make things good? Will that still be good for you, for others in the world? Well, you're probably getting sick, maybe overweight, having health problems from eating all this sugar and candy. Same, that's happening to others as well, and the world becomes a less healthy, less happy place to be. So give your idea 2 checks. See if it serves you, others, and the world, but then also see if it helps them now and in the future. If you go through that list of things that you want, and you can see that it's good for you, good for others, and good for the world, or at least 2 of the 3, and it's good now, and it's good later, that's probably one of the ideas that will be the most strongest. Now, sometimes things aren't good now. Sometimes your idea actually makes things more difficult now for yourself, for others in the world, but in the long run, it makes things much better. For sure, that's still a strong idea, but you will be more persuasive if you can think of an idea or think of a way of looking at your idea that makes it good for yourself, for others, and the world now and later too.